With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from Buffalo. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And a nice run to start out. On the first play of the game.
On the set.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Ready. Cut, cut.
Another run here with Hubbard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
3 plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready, ready. Hey, check mega. Set, go.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, set. Set, cut.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. On 4th down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker, on to punt. He'll take this in. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
You can see the returner. He starts peeking at that coverage unit. He feels that pressure bearing down on them. And unfortunately for him, I think when he takes his eyes off to see who's coming down to tackle him, he fails to secure the ball. And they're going to pay the ultimate price now. He's going to put his defense right back out there on the field. And they're going to be in a tough spot trying to keep points off the board.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
He's going to keep it in, and he will score. Bryce Young. Touchdown, Carolina.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. Play action. It's Allen. That's caught downfield by Cooper. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
What's that?
On the ground, this is James Cook. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
What's that?
Once again, it's Cook. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
What's that?
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. 1 quarter in the books. The Panthers off to the early advantage. It's the NFL.
Salute to the chat, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's Iceup, you know who said it, man. Y'all already know, man. We back for another live stream, man. You know, y'all already know the vibes. Make sure when you come into the lounge, take your shoes off on your way in. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Make sure you leave a comment in the comment section after the live, man. Let me know how you feel about the content. And share the video in that back end. Let's get it.
From the gun, Josh Allen. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the Panthers are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
43 rail. Check view. Check hut.
This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Hubbard. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Here we go.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Check snap. Set.
From the gun, it's Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. They face 2nd down and 7.
Down. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Young. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. That one caught over the middle by the rookie. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Back to throw, Young. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And Young will have a 1st down, able to slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This from 30 yards out. Oh, looked like he mishit it. He missed that one from short range. No good. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. They'll go play action here with Allen. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Allen going to give it to Cook. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Allen going to give this to Davis. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. On play action, Allen. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Pass complete, right side to Kincaid.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will work his way to the 11-yard line. Good running and a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Buffalo.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this two-point try. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. They're going to get the 2 points. They're going to take the lead here in the third. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Velus Jones now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready?
Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Young. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
Ready?
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Young hands it to Hubbard. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
A 2nd down throw for Young. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll get this to his tight end, Ja'Tavion Sanders. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Madden.
Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Now, first and goal.
Down. Ready.
They'll run with Hubbard. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up second and goal. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second.
Ready, break.
From the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Set, ready. Set.
One more time, it's Hubbard. He slams it in there.
Let's get it,
he
let's
is
get it.
in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Johnson now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in. It's James Cook.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just
What's
covering
going
up
on,
everything
Lau?
for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
It is second down and 5. Here's Allen to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs, and just as importantly, stop the clock.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Allen. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Amari Cooper was the man he was looking for, and it'll be second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Set to go now on first and 10. Again, it's Allen to the air. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
One more time going up top with Allen. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Throwing again, it's Allen. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here is 1st and 10.
Strike. Check strike. Ready.
To throw is Young. That one complete to Leggett. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. This one caught by Tompkins. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. A throw left side caught by Sanders. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Out of the shotgun, Young. A throw there, caught by Leggett. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. And they will get the timeout, so 3 seconds remaining. They can trot out the field goal unit to try to send this one to overtime. So here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to force overtime. So now a big spot coming here. This one he's got to have. This one is good. Would you expect anything less from this game? We are going to get some more. Headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Johnson now to return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's going to have a Bills first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a first throw here in overtime. He'll find his running back, Cook. They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Buffalo.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A run up the middle with Cook. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their 2nd. Throwing is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. From the gun, Josh Allen. Inside the 10, it is caught. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Here now, second down and goal. In motion, Shakir. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal. From the gun, it's Allen.
God dang.
Is caught by the tight end. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns. Knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
And now a very bold call here in overtime. They're going to go for 2 to try to make it an 8-point lead. Cooper going in motion. Play clock has expired. They're not going to get this one off on time.
It's a good game, man. Good game right here, y'all.
So again, they will try for 2. This time, it comes from the 7-yard line. Allen going to throw again. They'll try to do it with the screen. And make it 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions. He's into the end zone for the score.
Make sure you hit the like button, man, on your way
So,
in.
thanks to that recent rule change, still the chance to extend this game and match that opening overtime score as they receive the kickoff here. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. Young. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack. A second down throw for Young. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3-and-out.
They needed 16, and it's exactly what they got. By a whisker. Enough for a first down.
Ready. Here we go. Ready.
Now Young. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Here we go.
Young to throw on first down.
Ah.
And it's intercepted. That ought to seal it. Picked off by Taron Johnson.
Mike, at this point in the game, you just can't make that mistake.
Yeah, man, good game, bro.
Give credit to this defense. They continue to come up big, and no play bigger than that interception. You can bet if this game ends now, that guy's going to find himself with a game ball.
So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo.
Damn.
What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play, and the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long.
You want me to play with Seattle? I'll rock with Seattle, man. Oh, yeah, I'm up. I'm up, man.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from Lumen Field. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.